It is my pleasure and my honor. And she had a big birthday today, so we gotta show her that. Okay? I love her. She's such a sweetheart. And I gotta look at my notes because I will forget this. Okay? So Carly is a brand vice president and has been with Unique for over 8.5 years. So longevity, that's huge, you guys. So what she absolutely loves about Unique is not only the insurmountable amount of confidence she's gained over the years, but even more than that, watching the women on her team discover their true abilities and realize just how incredible they are. A fun fact that many might not know is that from kindergarten until grade 12, she was in French immersion and graduated high school with a French diploma, and it's been years since she spoke French. So she's lost that part. So maybe we'll quiz her a little bit later on her French skills. So please help me welcome Carly Prince.
So yeah, I did speak French from the time until I was 18, but then I lost that after I was no longer submerged in the French community. So I can read it and write it, but I don't feel confident speaking it anymore. So I would fail at testing that. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. It's an honor and privilege to be speaking here with you guys. It's something that I don't take lightly. So thank you for asking me. It doesn't get easier every time you get asked to do this. I still feel nervous and feel like I'm sweating through my coat right now. But that's just the way it goes. Anyway, so if you, do I have to click on? Okay. No clicking? Okay. So this first slide, some of you guys have heard me spoke before. You will have seen some of these pictures. Okay, but I'm going to take you back on a quick little journey 8.5 years ago. Okay, so if you look at that first picture, that was actually one of my first selfies after joining Unique. You won't find pictures of me before that, unless I was always the one behind the camera. I never took pictures of myself. It was weird, awkward, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that, right? But I felt kind of lost, unfulfilled, didn't really know my purpose or what I was supposed to be doing. I loved being a mom to my 4 precious babies that you see there, but I was also a career-driven woman. I had a nursing career, and I felt torn all the time of trying to excel in that and do all the things. I don't know if you guys are moms and kind of relate with that. Just put your hand up if you do. And I won't even comment on my makeup skills at the end there. I didn't blend or do any of those things. So anybody who starts and says that they can't do this, I promise you can. Because where I started 8.5 years ago is insurmountable where I am today. Okay? So I just remember being completely torn between what it is that I felt and wanted to do and just that lost feeling inside. So like Michelle said, I joined September 30th, 2014 on a whim. I just wanted the kid to make up. I didn't want anything else, and I was that classic person that had a terrible attitude as far as network marketing went. I didn't appreciate the profession or any of those things, as I'm sure some of you guys can relate as well. But I got added to a Facebook group randomly, and I saw all these beautiful women who were they had a sparkle in their eye, and that's something that I was missing. They looked like they were confident, they were achieving things, they were celebrating each other, and I was missing that in my life. And I looked at that and I was so 6 months into my journey, and I was I want that. I want to be a part of that. I want more of this. I didn't know how or why or what, but I just kind of dove in. And 6 months later, so about my 1-year anniversary, was when I hit green status, or what's it called now? Sorry. And I got to learn all those names too. And I earned my first trip to Jamaica. So if you guys are sitting on the fence saying that you are a new person, that you can't earn the trip, you definitely can. In fact, I think it's even easier now to earn it as a brand new presenter or ambassador than it was even back then. Okay? But yeah, I just kind of wanted more in my life, right? And honestly, the rest is history. I won't go into details from that journey to here. I have tons of accolades and accomplishments, but honestly, the one thing that I'm the most proud of is that I'm no longer that person. I've grown with confidence and all that. But even that, my kids got a different version of a mom there than they do now and through the last 8.5 years. They were just babies there, right? And so that to me is probably one of the biggest accomplishments as well, right? And as a mom, for you guys who are moms or have kids or an auntie or whatever, grandma, whatever, you know how precious that time really is. So as you guys sit here today, something brought you here, something made you join, something's kept you here if you've been here for a while. And I just want you guys to all know how much you actually belong here. You belong here. You might have felt awkward walking in that door, or like you haven't found a place, or whatever it might be, but you belong here. And I think that by the end of the day, you see just how incredible this opportunity actually is, right? So you might fail, you might try, you might fail again, get back up, but those celebrations and those little successes along the way, big or little, are what's going to keep you going, okay? And this community, like Mindy said, is what's going to literally keep you going, okay? My hope for you guys today is that you can walk away having that belief in yourself, but also knowing that you can truly become the best version of you that you possibly can, okay? So if you flip to the next slide. Yeah, so this is just parts, yeah. So if you look at the difference from 8.5 years ago till now, like sure, makeup skills are different and all that. And I may be 40 now. But anyway, the confidence and the thing that I notice the most is my eyes, okay? If you guys have heard me speak before and share this, you would have heard this before, but it's something so powerful that I just want all of you guys to literally see. It's an inside job, it's not an outside job, and that's what this is truly about. Is the personal development that we gain along the way, and of course I threw my kids in there because they're literally the most important thing to me. So they're not babies anymore. My oldest is 16, but the amount that they get to learn and grow without me even knowing, and maybe hopefully be inspired that they can do whatever it is that they put their heart and desire to too. Right? So like sometimes, as much as I didn't want to join and all those things back in the day, sometimes the biggest blessings come in the most like unlikely places. Right? So that's all I have as far as the slides go, but today I just wanted you guys to see that, because if I could say it, you would be like, yeah, sure, but if you can actually like see it and put a feeling to it as well. Right? So today, like it hasn't always been sunshine and roses, as I'm sure lots of you that have been here for a while will know. You get the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, the celebrations, all the goodness. And so I just kind of wanted to share with you guys some things that I've learned along the way that have helped me keep a strong mindset, but also that belief in myself, or when I wasn't having the belief, things that I did, okay? So who here feels that their mindset or limiting beliefs could be maybe potentially holding them back from the greatest life that they could ever imagine? Okay? What's holding you back, right? Or who here has ever felt that maybe no matter how hard you try, day after day, you continue to be on the self-sabotaging like habits and behaviors that you do and you don't even know why, right? Right? Honestly, everybody should put their hands up for that, because we're human, right? We all do things that we're just like creatures of habit, comfort zone, all those different things, right? So today I just wanted to give you a few little tidbits from the mindset piece as far as what has helped me, okay? So bear with me a little bit. If any of you have ever felt like stuck, stagnant, lost, any of those types of things, less than, doubt your abilities, that's my goal, is to maybe dive into how we can maybe help with that, okay? So many times people hope or wish to have like an external wand to just kind of fix things, or to give you like what you're wanting, but most of the time the answers are literally right in front of us, right? We just don't use those tools. So I'm going to give you 5 things, like 5 tips or whatever you want to call them, of what I have really embodied, especially over the last 5 years, and maybe it will help you, I don't know, okay? So the first thing is, what labels are you giving yourself? If you sit there and think to yourself, what labels are you projecting on you? Okay, what stories are you telling yourself? What thoughts are filling your head on a daily basis? Because we get so complacent or so into ourselves of what we're doing, we don't even realize that we have on repeat the I can't, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm broke, whatever it might be. You guys can share some of this, of what things that you just pop into your head. And if we don't kind of tame those thoughts or realize that we're even saying them, we can't curb them and change them. So literally, this is something that I'm so in tune to now. When I hear other people speaking, it's like, tick, tick. I'm like, and I just want to say, no, you need to say this instead. Like, believe in yourself. most powerful tool that we will ever have. Okay? So do you, like, you guys can share some things that you might say. Like, how many of you have said, I'm broke, I can't afford that, like whatever it might be. I can't do this, I'm not worthy, right?
I'm a procrastinator.
Right? Don't have time. Pardon? It's too hard. Yeah, right? Makes sense. Pardon?
I'm not good enough.
I'm not
Who
good
wants to
enough.
follow me?
Who wants to follow me? I'm not interesting enough, right? Or we compare to other people. I totally agree. So you're not the only one, and we all do it, all right? But one of the main reasons people fail, or like I say fail in quotation, is typically because of the self-sabotaging behaviors or the thoughts that they're having, and they just quit, walk away, or stay stuck and stagnant. And that's not going to be you, okay? Because we're going to learn a few different things. So I challenge you to really hone in, like throughout the rest of the day and as your week goes on, to really think about the thoughts that you're thinking. How many times you're saying it. When I go and pay for something at a grocery store, wherever it might be, in my head I'm literally saying there's more where that came from. I don't care how much is in my bank account, but I'm saying there's more where that came from. You might have $5 left in your bank account. There's more where that came from. Okay? That's just a habit that I do on a daily basis too. So be conscious of the thoughts that you're thinking. So that's your challenge, number one challenge. Okay? You're gonna think about it and literally tweak it a little bit. Okay? So if you say on repeat, I'm broke, I can't afford that, or whatever it might be, something that you can say is, I can't wait to be able to pay for this. Just spin it in a positive way. You're not saying you're broke, but you can't wait to be able to pay for that. Right? Another thing is like, I can't, or it's hard, whatever it is, you can say, I'm not there yet, but what skill do I need to help me level up or reach that goal that I want to reach, or whatever it might be. Okay? What skill do I need to learn, or what is this teaching me, type of thing. Okay? So like I said, our mind is literally our most powerful tool, and if you don't hone in on that, I promise, well, if you do hone in on that, you're going to literally be limitless. Alright? So the second one is who are you surrounding yourself with? Okay? If you think about this, who are the top 5 people that you surround yourself with on a daily basis? Okay? And I'm not saying like, you know, if you have a negative Nelly as a sister, or might be somebody, an aunt, or whatever it might be, I'm not saying you have to get rid of these people, okay? Love them where they are. Lose my number. Right? Love them where they are, but be aware, okay? What are you spending your time with? And have that boundary of what you're willing to allow into your life, all right? So I have about 10 different online mentors that don't even know I exist. They have no clue who Carly Prince is whatsoever, but they fill my newsfeed on a daily basis. And I look at these people, some men, some women, I'm like, what do they embody that I want in my life? Like, they're living what I want to be living. That's what I see on a daily basis. And those are the behaviors that I'm trying to adopt, and I'm human too, I fail at that as well. But those are things that are constantly coming at me. So it doesn't matter if my teenager is being selfish and kind of thinking about herself for a little while. That's fine, that's where she is, right? But I fill my cup from other places and kind of adopt the behaviors of other people. So another challenge, okay, you're gonna write this down too, is to find 5 people that you can follow that inspire you, okay? Or that you can learn from and grow from. So 5 people, and then follow, obviously. And then do a audit on your Facebook or whatever, and who on your feed is maybe a little bit negative or always complaining. You can unfollow them, love them from afar, still be friends with them. You do not have to fill your newsfeed with that, all right? So again, think about who you're surrounding your time with. The third thing is gratitude, and I know this will feel like woo-woo to some people, but just trust me on this. When I truly embraced embodying what true gratitude means, it completely changed my life. It's not just a superficial thank you or any of that stuff. It's like a deep appreciation for where you are, what you have, even in the most turmoil times that you might have. We all have crap, right? We all have things that happen to us, but there's always something in those moments that you can be grateful for, all right? It could be something as simple as the sun is shining today and it feels nice and warm and makes me happy, whatever it may be, okay? But there's always one thing that you can be grateful for. So Lisa's gonna come up here in a little bit and talk a little bit more about gratitude, so I don't want to take a lot from her, but I have a gratitude journal that I started way back when. I do 10 things a day that I write in here, and this is how I start my day, all Alright, so you can adopt something like that. If you look on the table, there's actually a sheet that I printed off for you to get the ball rolling. I can give you the camera link or give it to Michelle if you want to print more off, you're welcome to. But it's literally so simple as like 3 things that you're grateful for today. Alright, and I know Jen Zucker goes beyond that, where things you're grateful for from your past, things you're grateful for today, things you're grateful for in the future, and blessing people that, what was it, Jamie? Blessing people that you, or like, giving a blessing to people. And you sending love to people. Yeah. So you can expand on this, but if you can, I just really want you guys to adopt the mindset of just having that deep gratitude, because you will not be blessed with more if you can't be grateful for what you already have, or to even see the simple things that you have in your daily life that you can be grateful for. Okay? So that's your third challenge. Okay? And then the fourth thing that I wanted to speak about is creating a vision. What are you truly wanting out of this one given life that you've been given? Okay? It could be something with your career, it could be something with your family, it could be something personal, I don't know. But what are you wanting out of this life? Because if you have no idea on the clarity of that, you're going to get nothing or go nowhere. Just continue to go through the mundane things on a daily basis. Alright, so over the last few years, throughout COVID, I'm just going to be honest with you, I lost vision of what I was fighting for. How many else felt that? Right? Literally everybody. Okay? Because we're basically in survival mode, right? I lost vision of truly what I was fighting for, okay, and going for. And in the last 6 months, I've been fighting to get that back for myself, all right? And I know a lot of you will be feeling the same way, whatever that might look like for you. It's worth it. Believe me, go through the work to do that, okay? But creating a vision. If you haven't asked yourself in a while what you want out of this or what you're wanting out of this life, and writing it down, putting it at the forefront, having it on your screensaver, having a vision board, whatever it might look like to you, is going to truly change everything when you can create that vision for your life and what you're wanting. And I don't mean you have to set such astronomical goals that you feel like you can't reach. Start small, okay? What do you want? And go achieve it. Find a plan, make a plan to kind of make that your vision to go, or break it down even smaller into smaller steps. It could be something as small as like, I want to make $250 a month, or I want to have 500 PRs, whatever it might be. Or it could be something as like, I want to pay for my kids' college fund. You know, I want to pay off that debt. I want to reach a certain status rank. Whatever that looks like to you, create a vision for your life of what you want and start dreaming again. Okay, so I'm giving you permission today to literally start dreaming again. Okay, and create that vision for your life. Okay. Because if you literally aim at nothing, you know you'll hit it every time. My team's probably saying that. It's our Rachel Hollis quote that I like literally have on repeat, right? If you aim at nothing, you literally will hit that every single time. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to kind of touch on your page or on your table, you will have a daily affirmation sheet. I printed these off. They weren't cheap, so keep it. No pressure. No pressure. But I wanted to say, I created this on Canva, so I have the link. I can share it with anybody if that's something that you want as well. Okay? So, daily affirmations might sound woo-woo to you. Okay? I get it. I don't want to say them either. I'm just going to be honest. But I have a mentor who, he said, you can create a financial success, daily affirmation sheet. Put it in a page protector and hang it in your shower. Okay? What this man does, he adopted from somebody else who was successful that he embodied the habits and behaviors, right? So if you truly want to level up in your business or your life in all aspects, why not do something simple as this? It's just repeating it to yourself. Your brain doesn't know, your subconscious brain doesn't know the difference between reality and non-reality. So if you speak it enough over and over and over, you're going to eventually believe it. And it might feel weird at first. It's going to feel awkward. I challenge you to go find other affirmations about daily life, whatever it may be, even business things. This one's a money mindset one. The reason why I picked this one for you guys was because every single person in here has some sort of money mindset that they need to work on. And that could be one thing that's holding you back by having the most amazing business or life that you've ever wanted. Isn't that crazy? When you're little, there's things that we are taught, or different things, even without our parents even realizing it or whatever, that we kind of shelf and kind of keep in our brain. And we all have a different money mindset based off of our experiences. So I challenge you, this is going to be your task. You guys are going to take that home, put it up somewhere in your house, and take a picture. And then you're going to tag me in it, post it and tag me, or whatever you want to do. Or you can create your own affirmation if this one doesn't speak to you. Okay, but you're going to post it, put it up, post it, and tag me. So I can see you and cheer you on, okay? So again, I know that all this kind of sounds like it can be overwhelming or a lot, but these little tools and tips that can really shape and form your mind to have the healthiest mindset that you've ever had, okay? Yeah, Jackie?
I have one of these that's posted, taped to my mirror, so that when I brush my teeth in the morning and before I go to bed, I recite them in my head as I brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I see it every day.
Totally.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I should get a spot for it.
No, 100%. Well, and I have it in the shower, my husband does it too, right? So whoever's in your house. And the cool thing is if you have kids, they're gonna see it as well. They're gonna read it. They're gonna see what you're trying to do too. And that's what this is about too, right? Passing it on to whoever we possibly can. There was I think it was October 2019, I spoke at one of the uplifts that were held in Red Deer. And shortly after that was when I hit purple status. There was Grand Vice President. There was something at that event that like just clicked for me. I had always wanted to go from like green to black, right? Sorry, I'm using old names, sorry. Well, to remember, whatever. But I realized that me not focusing, or me always focusing on the farther away thing, was actually repelling orange, repelling purple, repelling those things, and I didn't even realize it in my behavior because I felt like I was already there. I felt like I had already achieved those. That's just part of my story, right? But as soon as I relaxed and embodied it, I hit them like that. Do you know what I mean? So your mind can be truly one of the most powerful tools that you have if you're willing to put the work in and do those simple little things. Okay? So I challenge you guys to do that, right? But basically, I'm going to bring Lisa up here in a little bit. But you guys, I'm challenging you guys to take your power back today. Okay? Maybe you just joined, maybe you've been here for a while, whatever it might be. But you have the tools in your toolkit. A lot of it just is up here. Okay? Stop the self-sabotaging behavior and just stop breaking promises to yourself, because you are so darn worthy of every little bit of success that's coming your way. Okay? Yes. So I'm going to bring up Lisa. She is a busy mom of 2 young toddlers. I forget when you joined me, so she's been here for quite a few years as well. She's one of my leaders on my team. She's a fabulous mother, woman, teammate, leader, and I absolutely adore her. She works full-time as well, like part-time, but also they run a dairy farm too, so like she's busy, the definition of busy, and I know she struggled with mindset and sabotaging behaviors and those types of things too, but she's going to share some of her tips of what she does as well. So give it up for Lisa.
Yeah, so mindset has definitely been something that I struggle with, and I've gone through the highs and the lows and ebbs and flows of life. So I used to have a really great mindset practice and habits, which kind of honestly all went out the window with kids. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, when you have really good habits and then you have kids and it's, I don't know where they went. So I'm getting back to a lot of them. But like Carly said, I do work off bar around the house, whatever you want to call it. I work 3 days a week, which is enough. Somehow it feels like it's full time still. And I spend a lot of time in my car for work. I visit farms is what I do. And the thing for mindset for me is I work in a very male-dominated industry, working in agriculture and working with farmers. So that has been a big hurdle in my life within just with what I do. So I spend a lot of time in my car, and I think that's a great time to plug into something that's positive in your ears. So I listen to podcasts, a lot of podcasts. Some that I really love right now, Trent Shelton is my current fave. He's amazing. He has so many good little nuggets. Some of them that are really nice and short, which I really love the short ones to just pump you up for the day. Brendan Burchard has some really good ones, and Mel Robbins, like Michelle said earlier. And then I listen to some that are a little bit more focused towards network marketing. Bob Heilig, Ray Ray Hagan and Jesse Lee are three of my favorites on that side of things. And then also sometimes I don't want to listen to somebody talk, and in those times I have made myself a Spotify playlist that I title Empower, and I've just found songs that like literally make me feel empowered. So songs that have like amazing lyrics that just pump me up. That's one that I go to as well when I just need some music in my ears too. So though that's fairly easy to implement for me anyways, since I spend so much time on the road. And then the other one that I'm getting back to is gratitude practice, like Carly was talking about. I'm doing a level up with Jen Zucker right now, and I'm taking her gratitude practice. It's a little different than what I used to do. So yeah, Carly kind of mentioned it. You start with 3 things in your past that you're grateful for, 3 things in your present that you're grateful for, and 3 things in the future that you're grateful for, but you're going to write them down as if they've already happened. And they can be, you can have repeats. You don't have to come up with new things every single day. It's okay to have repeats. And then also send peace and love. Send peace and love to someone you're holding resentment for, or if you don't hold resentment, that's amazing. Send peace and love. There's always someone you can send peace and love to. My favorite is politicians, because I hold a little resentment for them sometimes, and that's an easy one. So yeah, that's just really like a little bit of what I'm doing right now to get back on track with mindset habits. So that's all I have.
Okay. Didn't these guys do an amazing job, you guys? I just want to talk about it. It's so true. Like what you think about every single morning when your feet hit the ground is how you're setting the tone for the day. So let's give them a huge round of applause. You guys. Thank you guys so much. One thing I'm going to share with you guys too on